Now we're going to build the anode control circuit, and because this is a 4-digit version of the clock, we only have 4 opto isolators and a 16-pin socket, a 4-pin connector to go to the 4 anodes, 4 1K resistors and 4 3K resistors. And what we're going to do, this is quite important to notice, we're not going to populate Opto Isolator 5 or 6, R15 or R16 or R12 or R13. So those are all going to remain unpopulated. Normally they would be there for the extra 2 anodes, but in this case they've been reused and they're brought out to this header up here so that we can have an extra GPIO, for example for managing chimes or something, and a PIR input. So we take the 16-pin socket and we mount it to the right, leaving these OK5 and OK6 unpopulated. We'll just tape it down while we fix it in place. And as usual, we'll solder just a couple of the pins to get going. That feels to me like it's not on the board properly, so we'll just put it in place. And we're going to leave the end 4 of each of these unsoldered. We don't need to populate them. On the 6-digit clock, of course, you fill all of the locations with opto isolators, but this is the 4-digit version of the clock, so it has different firmware. And to make the board more versatile, we've done 2 options here, one with 4 digits and one with 6 digits, but basically the same clock. We'll put in the opto isolators shortly. Now the 1K resistors are R3, R2, R1 and R14. And we'll just bend these over, put the body in the marked body side. I'll just prop that up there so that we can put them all in one go. Take them into place, and we will solder one side of each of them. And we'll just make sure that they're all in line and looking good. Okay, I can solder the other side. Okay, we trim up. Now the 3K resistors are R6, R5, R4 and R17. And the same procedure. We'll pop them in the place that they're meant to go. Leave R15 and R16 unpopulated. And again, be careful not to fill up the header holes. Okay, they look pretty good. Just space them out a bit and solder the other side. And we can trim up. Now we can pop in the header. And again, here, align the header to the right hand side. Remember that the top two holes are not going to be filled. That looks nearly straight, but not quite. Okay. Okay, now it's good. Okay, very good. And we're all but there. All we've got to do now is put in the opto isolators and the little dot. Probably can't see that. There's one dot on it, and the one dot goes up towards the 1K resistors. If you put these in the wrong way around, strangely you won't destroy them, but you will get really weird results. You'll get digits blurring and doing all sorts of weird things. So now that we've got everything in place, we can try powering the board up, and for this I will use my little IN17 test bed. Now this has got 10 cathodes which we plug in here, and it's actually got six anodes. We're only going to use these 4, so this is the hours and this is the minutes, and the seconds won't light up. So pop that in. So I'm matching the 4 on the left hand side, and then we can get our power cable. And we can see what happens, see if we should get a test pattern. Okay, and indeed, we're getting a test pattern coming up there. So that's perfect.